Hey guys, Hitman89 here, I hope you're doing great. Last week we had the best free PC games, check out that video if you haven't already. And today I'm gonna show you the best open world games to play on PC, while waiting for games like Stalker 2 and maybe Star Wars Outlaws. Without further ado, we're opening up with a big one. Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition is coming to PC, and it includes the Burning Shores expansion, which is a DLC you can play once you beat the main quest. I played this game on PS5, and honestly, it has some of the best graphics I've ever seen. And I played tons of games. Obviously, the PC version will be even more jaw-dropping if your rig can take it. So the exploration in Forbidden West is very enjoyable, and the side quests are great. Completing them gives you skill points, and the same applies to puzzles you find in ruins, which should be more than enough to encourage players to do other stuff apart from the main quest. The only thing I didn't like, gameplay-wise, is the platforming. Jumping and climbing felt a little off for some reason, but at least they improved the combat system, especially when it comes to melee, and they made the game even more challenging. Speaking of challenge, Elden Ring is probably the only game I played on PS5, Series X, and PC, and I get bored easily, so that alone should tell you how good this game is. I gotta admit though, without YouTube guides telling me where to find some of the best items in the game, it probably would have taken me an eternity to beat Elden Ring. But hey, what really matters here is that I did it, and now I'm patiently waiting for Shadow of the Erdtree. You know, the DLC that's coming soon. Emphasis on soon. Now, for the 2.6 people out there who still haven't played Elden Ring, even if you think you can't handle Souls games, what's good about this one being open world is that whenever you get stuck in a boss fight, you don't really have to keep trying over and over again. You could just go explore another area, level up a bunch of times, and come back several hours or days later and literally shit on that boss because you're now over-leveled. And since this is a From Software game, apart from the dungeons, treasures, and NPCs you can find, there are hidden locations and even big-ass areas that are completely optional. Now, from a technical standpoint, Elden Ring looks like a 2015 game, but the art style makes it look good. Next, we have a game that looks even more outdated, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And I know some of you are thinking, why the hell is a Switch game on a PC list? But those of you who aren't surprised get most of their games for free, if you know what I mean. Long story short, if you have a decent rig, just look up how to play Switch games on PC and I'm sure you'll figure it out. Now that we got that out of the way, don't let Tears of the Kingdom's looks fool you. This is a challenging game where you can get one shot by pretty much anyone. The AI, the physics, and the insane amount of gameplay mechanics made me love exploring Hyrule, cause this is such a unique experience. So you can choose a stealthy approach, which is even better during nighttime since you can take out most enemies silently in their sleep, or you could go guns blazing, and by guns I mean weapons that break after 3 hits. At least you can fuse them with other weapons or even objects to make them more powerful and durable. You also have some other tools at your disposal to craft pretty much anything you want. Oh, and keep in mind every time you talk to a female in this game, they sound like they're having an orgasm. I hope you're using headphones, cause this is what it sounds like. Let's move on to a game that won't make people think you're watching some nasty shit. While waiting for SpiderMan 2 to land on PC, so probably not until 2025, you could either play SpiderMan Remastered or Miles Morales. Both games still look good, especially with ray tracing maxed out, and in terms of gameplay, you get a good combat system that's both deep and challenging, so you won't be just smashing the same buttons over and over again without having to worry about anything. Because as you can see, if you do that, you get your ass kicked. Oh, and I played with the DualSense controller, and all of its features are supported, which is awesome. But I'm not really a fan of all that superhero stuff, so let me show you a game I'm actually really excited about. 12 years after the first game, Dragon's Dogma 2 doesn't really revolutionize the formula, but it introduces new monsters as well as a new class, the Trickster. As the name suggests, you'll be tricking your enemies with illusions to allow your companions to take them out, or even better, you could literally trick your enemies into jumping to their death. I don't think I'll be playing this class though, cause I'm a real man. In all seriousness though, exploring a dangerous, ruthless world is really enjoyable, and if you want even more of a challenge, try exploring by night. Throughout the game, apart from the packs of regular enemies you'll be fighting, you'll come across some giants that you'll have to climb on and try to reach their weak points like on Shadow of the Colossus. Moving on to a completely different game, for having played Cyberpunk 2077 on PS5 first and then on PC, with full path tracing on, it's really a level above. Now, I didn't really find Cyberpunk's open world that interesting until they added a functional police system and weaponized vehicles. So now it's actually fun to fuck shit up and wait for the cops to show up so you can have some crazy ass chases. Too bad the AI still sucks though, and it's not just cops and enemies. All the NPCs are dumb as fuck, which is surprising considering how depressed they are, cause usually the dumber you are, the happier. Next, we have another CDPR game. If you like story-driven RPGs, then The Witcher 3 is probably one of your favorite games of all time and you've already played the definitive edition. But if you haven't, then you should know that it's got plenty of visual enhancements, including the addition of ray tracing, which makes the world even more beautiful. Keep in mind some models and textures will still look outdated though, cause the original game is 9 years old. That being said, the voice acting is great and the gameplay still holds up, so even if you've already played the game and you have nothing better to play now, you might want to give it another shot. Another game you should definitely try out again is Dying Light 2, except here it's cause the devs have been fixing it and heavily improving it for the past 2 years. So there are more enemy types now, nighttime is even scarier, and firearms were added. Melee is more fun though, cause chopping zombies to pieces or drop-kicking them off buildings never gets old. Too bad they can't fix the bad writing with patches though, cause I felt like skipping most of the dialogue but I couldn't, cause I had a review to do.
Fucking great!
At least running around and doing some sick parkour moves made exploration so much fun. At number 9 we have Hogwarts Legacy, which allows you to make your own character, so I did that, and I called this dude Harry Potter. I can't believe I'm doing dad jokes now. So Hogwarts Legacy's got tons of side quests, you just have to walk around, talk to people, and you'll always have something interesting to do. Plus the world feels alive thanks to a plethora of animated objects. Oh, and I can't be the only one who enjoys lifting chickens, right? Let's just move on to the 10th game. On max settings, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is one of the most beautiful open world games ever. And in my opinion, it's much more interesting to explore than, let's say, Far Cry 6's Yara. You're looking at the PS5 version by the way, cause sadly, that's the only one I managed to get my hands on. Anyway, riding those horse-like creatures is fun, but what's really awesome here is the sense of freedom you feel when flying. I mean that, and being able to heal your Navi friends just by letting them smell your butt plug. Shitty jokes aside, I picked the best open world games of 2022, 2023 and 2024 so far. But before I let you guys go, here are a few older games that I decided to put in the honorable mentions part of the video in case some of you haven't played them yet. Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the best games ever. From the random interactions to the scripted ones, people are still discovering new things in this game, and it's been out for 6 years. Oh, and while waiting for GTA 6 to come out on PC, so probably not until 2026, you could play GTA 5 with a bunch of mods. Last but not least, out of Origins, Odyssey and Valhalla, Odyssey is my favorite because I really like the ancient Greece setting, it's vibrant, colorful, and very enjoyable to explore. And that's gonna be it for the best open world games to play on PC right now. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, please consider giving it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe for more top 10s and game reviews. It's been Hitman89, see you guys very soon.
I will not stop, I am prepared to get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. Got 'em like, hey